Short-term rental restrictions are now in effect throughout British Columbia, not only in the Okanagan. Here's a secret for you. I did find some opportunities if you are still looking for short-term rentals in the real estate market here. So stay tuned to the end of the video, and if you do get any value out of this, please like, subscribe to the video so you don't miss out on future videos of living in Kelowna or real estate market specific information. And if you're looking to buy, sell, invest here in the Okanagan, we'd love to help you out here with Selling Kelowna Real Estate Group. So pick up that phone, shoot me a text message, email us, whatever you need to do. But in this video, we're going to dive into what this means for the Okanagan had really implemented the short-term rental rule, because it does differ from region to region and there might be some opportunities in it. All right, so we're just going to jump right into it. So City of Kelowna, that's going to be the hottest topic. Actually went a step further with their restrictions on what they implemented. So they took it away from all the purpose-built rentals. So places like Playa del Sol, Brooklyn, Aqua, it's not even finished being built yet, are all impacted with the new rental restrictions. So there are some potential lawsuits coming. So there's potential changes to happen to it. But just speaking to what, as of May 1st, first day of rule implementation, where things currently stand. And we do have a guide here. So if you are interested in a guide, reach out, because we do have a guide here that goes over each region, the different, and links to the bylaws. So try to make it as simple as possible for everybody and get the information to you. So please reach out. We'd love to get that information over to you. So essentially, the restrictions are limiting it to your principal residence. That's across British Columbia. And short-term rental restrictions are looking like it's going to be any tenancy that is less than 90 days. So contrary to what some bylaws appear to be reading is 30 days, the government of British Columbia's definition of a short-term rental is anything less than 90 days. So you do have to be cognizant of that. You might be subject to some of the penalties and fines that are included in here. They don't really make it that easy for you. So I did just want to put that disclaimer there, and hopefully, so only in principal residence is if you have a principal residence, it's a place where you reside more than anywhere else throughout the year. So you have to live essentially 163 days there every year and 162 days somewhere else, technically, to meet the principal resident requirement. So that does mean you can rent out your principal resident as a short-term rental. You would, however, need to have a business license and also have to have proper permits and everything like that for your business and Airbnb. So there's not a huge amount of changes there. They did go a little bit harder where they did take the rule regulations away from some of the purpose-built rentals, purpose-built short-term rental buildings like Playa del Sol, places that have a high density population of purpose-built rentals. And we did go into the economical impact in another video that we did when they first announced these changes. So if you do want to see that video, hit that button up above and you can get linked to the potential impact, because it is worth $2 billion worth to the economy. But this is something that's really going to impact what we're looking to do. The principal use is really going to implement it, and it's going to cut it down to about 470 different homes and principal residences that will really be able to apply and keep the short-term rental restrictions for Kelowna. That being said, as we branch out, the place where it has the most opportunity right now is in Kelowna, because they did have a vacancy rate that was below or higher than 3%, where Kelowna was below 3%. They did have to automatically opt in, but the city of Kelowna luckily was able to opt out with a vacancy rate higher than 3%. I will disclaim this one. It is over a 2-year period. So you do have to watch. If you are looking to invest in this and really base your decisions on a short-term rental, I would suggest you really get into and see, because it is based on a 2-year average year. So there is a potential that if the vacancy rate in Kelowna drops for 2 years below that 3%, which is very likely, it could eventually happen. Just be cognizant of that impacting and taking. Now the city of West Kelowna would not be able to opt out, so they would have to opt in. So just make sure you're making educated decisions if you are basing it solely on what this is. But the areas where this is going to be allowed, so they were able to opt out. However, they still have to abide by the principal residence requirement from the city or from the provincial government. They're allowing principal residences for any days less than 30 for. They're allowing you to short-term rental your principal residence as long as you are present during that stay. So if you have a suite or a carriage house, you can have the ability to rent it out. That being said, I believe it's one or the other. So you cannot, if you have a carriage house and a suite, you just wouldn't be able to qualify. But here is the best part of the situation is they did opt out and they did exclude certain areas from this principal residence location. And these are the high density areas. These are places like Verona Beach, Boucherie, beach condos, Paradise Estates, the Cove Lakeside Resort, Verona Beach, and Casa Loma Resort. So these are all different properties that are still able to short-term rental without having to live there. If you do want to get a list of these properties, we do have a specific list of currently allowed short-term rental abilities. So there is a great opportunity, and this is all on freehold land here. And I haven't got into another opportunity right now in the city of West Kelowna with the West Bank First Nations land. So there are different opportunities like Skyview, properties on Skyview and Copper Sky that are short-term rental ability already, and that gives you the full opportunity to be able to rent it out and not have to worry about vacancy rate, taxes, or anything like that. It is on First Nations land based on a longer-term lease, but we'll get into more information on that. There is also a new build, Westridge Bay, that is already been sold out. This is the property that sold out in May of 2023 in 37 minutes. It caught a lot of press over Canada, especially in the Okanagan here, for selling out so quickly in that real estate market. But they just announced 5 extra stories that are going to be coming. So get on that. If you are looking for a pre-sale opportunity that does have short-term rental ability, this is a lakeside beach resort with a number of different amenities. And I'd love to get you the information to you. So reach out and I'd love to send that over to you and jump on it. Don't wait because it sold out in 37 minutes the last time. Probably take a little bit longer this time, but they probably won't even get to the public knowledge stage. So this is me giving you some public knowledge, and thank you for watching this video. So if you did get any value from the video, please like, subscribe to the channel. And if you do have any questions on the real estate market, I'd love to answer any of your questions.